You don't need anything better than the best beginner drone. So I need to make sure that I've got plenty of batteries for the entire day. Are you a drug addict?
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, doggy dogs in the motherfucker.
Oh, these things are awesome. Hi there guys, my name's Action Dan and welcome to my next video. This video is a very spontaneous one I'm just going to do right on the spot as a thank you to all the subscribers I got from my last video. Normally I just put my videos on YouTube, but I decided I'd try Facebook combination as well this time. I got about 4 times as many thank yous, thumbs up, comments and views combining the two together. And just from the last video I posted in the first 48 hours, it was like 450, 650 views, something like that, and 20 new subscribers. So I was quite impressed with that. Thank you to all the people on Facebook that love their drones and share the hobby with me. I thought as a bit of a thank you for getting so many views in those first 48 hours, I'd make this video just for you new subscribers and answer some of your questions you were asking me. So first question, should I not buy DJI anymore? Are they now banned in America? That's a really good question. I heard that about 6 months ago for the first time on the American news. And they were talking about China being a danger to American government and their people and using some conspiracy theory bullshit. Something like if people fly their drones around America, how China could dangerously map their entire country for war attacks in the future. I think that's a complete and utter load of crap. And the truth is that America is just highly jealous and feels threatened by how many billions of dollars every year are spent on people around the world in purchasing the DJI drones. So America is coming up with the idea, if we can make DJI illegal in our country, we can start convincing all our Americans and people working at national parks and police and fire departments that use drones to do surveillance on crowds and forests and stuff like that. If we can convince them and all the public to buy our own drone, we can keep a lot of money inside America. That's the truth. So at the moment, no, they're not banned. And the government in America has only just started talking about banning those drones. And if they did, they're going to begin with just trying to encourage people like the police and the fire department and stuff like that to start commercial places to start buying their own drone first. So no, you're not in any form of danger, no time soon. It would probably take a minimum of 5 years from now before America would come up with ideas and introduce new laws where you're not allowed to fly your DJI drone anymore. That's a long way away. So go out and buy your DJI drone. The next question, which is quite similar related, is what is the best beginner drone for me to buy? Again, same thing. I did a lot of research before I bought my first drone a good number of years ago. I found that 4 times fold, DJI probably still until today are in front of anyone else with all the money that they get on selling their drones, and therefore they can put the most amount of money back into their drones to continue to engineer them and continue to be the leaders. So because of that reason and they're popular and the money, no one is anywhere near DJI in the amount of technology and quality you get for your drone for the money. So by a long shot, DJI is the best company drone to buy. The one with the most abilities for the least amount of money is their little pocket version, which is called the Mini series. So buy the DJI Mini drone is by far your best value for money drone. And they have 5 of them. They have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and now the 5. Go onto Kogan.com if you want the perfect beginner drone and get a refurbished used Mini 1. They're the perfect best value for money beginner drone. You can probably go to Kogan.com and in Australia for about $300 Australian, you could get a used refurbished Mini 1. And they're so cool. I'm not even going to go into it. You don't need anything better than that if you're a beginner. If you have money to waste, maybe get the Mini 3 Pro Step 2, and that has more features and it can go further away from you and it doesn't lose signal as often and it can handle headwinds tremendously better. You're less likely to lose it. The Mini 3 is a lot better than the Mini 1. But if you're a beginner, getting the Mini 4 or the Mini 5, you're not going to notice any form of benefit, and the extra features that those drones have, you're not even going to notice if you're a beginner, and it costs twice as much money to get the Mini 4 as a Mini 3, and it costs 3 times as much as a Mini 3 Pro to get a Mini 5 Pro. So it's a complete and utter waste of money if you're a beginner. Don't buy the Mini 5 Pro. Next question. I want some cool, colorful aftermarket propellers. Do they make my drone fly quieter? Does the battery last longer? Does the drone fly faster? Why doesn't DJI sell these propellers themselves? Will it make my warranty void? Are they illegal? Are they banned by DJI Will they not even work on my drone? There's a lot of questions there. I'll try and answer that. By funny coincidence, when I was practicing answering this question before I started recording, I had my TV on in the background and there was an old episode, like 12 years old, of Mythbusters. So with the original propellers you get for your drone, as the main thing, which is safety, they deliberately make these propellers very lightweight and soft and flexible. And if you want to check out exactly what I'm talking about, go find that episode of Mythbusters where they test the myth of propellers cutting someone's throat and killing them. Because of that liability, all the drone companies like DJI, they make these propellers very, very soft and flexible so that some idiot can fly the drone into their fingers or their face when they're trying to land it and not get seriously hurt. If you buy these aftermarket propellers, these fluoro-colored ones, you will notice first off they're much more firm, and that's dangerous. And on the end of the propeller, to say this is a normal propeller that's straight with DJI, they also have this kink on the end of most of them, and people wonder why. That's to reduce the noise. If you have a stick and you swing it through the air like that and it's straight back and forth, it will make that noise. If you have a stick that has a bit of a kink on the end of it, just like aeroplane wings and propellers on a helicopter, and just like these propellers for your drone, the kink on the end helps disrupt the wind on the end of the blade or the wing less, which means that it makes less resistance and drag and noise as it whips through the air. So that is why the aftermarket batteries have this kink on the end, and that is why they're quieter. The downside to that is they can do more cutting action, and they're usually stronger or firmer, and that makes them more dangerous. So because of mainly liability, DJI doesn't want to get involved with selling those accessory propellers. But these little nobodies that sell the aftermarket propellers for $20 Australian, yes, they do work. They do make your drone quieter. They do theoretically make your drone able to fly a bit longer, and the battery lasts longer at further distance. But it's probably so minute you wouldn't honestly get any benefit from it. If you get a benefit from the battery and the flight distance with these propellers, it's probably something like 4%, if anything at all. So if you think they look cool like me, go and buy them. I'm going to get them. They look cool. Just to personalize my drone, I want some bright fluoro blue ones maybe. You're more likely to cut yourself with these propellers if you land it on your hand or something. They won't be soft and flexible like DJI, but there's no huge true benefit to getting them, so don't worry about it. Next question. What's with the tablets on your table in the background? Are you a drug addict? I love this question. This is cool. I honestly didn't even notice these hovering in the background until I saw this freak's question. What are these? Am I a drug addict? I don't know. Just let me find out. Voltaren. Oh yeah, they're my painkillers for my back problem. I'm not a drug addict, but these things do work really well with my pain in my back. But it takes them at least 10 minutes to work. I might take a couple more. Oh, these things are awesome, I tell you. They make me feel so dumb and happy. I can't even remember what the guy's question was. Anyway, next question. How many batteries do I need to buy? Should I just purchase the package with 1 or 2? Or should I spend the extra money and get free batteries? Is it really necessary to have that many batteries or more? That's a great question. If you're an average Joe that is going to buy this drone and you're going to be stereotypical and you're just going to use it once or twice over a week or two, and then you're going to put it in your cupboard up on the shelf and it's just going to sit there and collect dust for the next 2 years, that's the most common, then no. Don't bother with the free pack, just get to 1 or 2 batteries, save a couple of dollars and have some fun. If you want to take up flying drones as a big hobby and you want to invest time in it, then yes, most definitely you do need an absolute minimum of 3 batteries. An example, I go camping, go hike up a mountain, I don't have power points to charge my batteries, so I need to make sure that I've got plenty of batteries for the entire day, and sometimes even multiple days. If you're just beginning and you don't think you're really going to get into it, yeah, just get 1 or 2 batteries. If you're going to commit to this as a long-term hobby, then you're probably going to end up needing 3, 4, maybe even 5 batteries. Next question that strongly relates to that question: is the DJI free pack battery charger really something I need, or a pointless extra accessory? I asked myself that exact same question about this accessory for the first couple of years. I bought my drone, then I bought extra batteries, then I got a different controller. bigger memory cards. Then I started fiddling around with the ND filters, and that was really cool. But I didn't get one of these. I really thought these were a waste of time, and I thought, what idiot needs to purchase one of these for a piece of plastic for $150 when I can just get my drone and I can just take the battery out of it, get another battery, and just plug it in and charge it? Do I really want to waste $150 instead of just changing the battery every now and then, every couple of hours when I'm charging them all? I found out the reason why I do need one of these when I went on my recent trip. I wanted to charge all the batteries for the next day, so I put one of the batteries in the drone, started charging, went to sleep. I had to set my alarm on my phone to wake up 3 hours later and to take the battery out of the drone, get another one, put it in, put it back on the charger and go back to bed. Then I had to set my alarm again, and I had to wake up 3 times in the middle of the night to charge my 4 batteries. The last time I changed the battery was like 5 a.m. and I got up at 8 a.m. and I'm like, damn it, I'm definitely buying one of these things. Now that I have one of these things, I can just put my 3 batteries inside. And all at once, I can just plug this in and leave it, and all of these will be charged in about 4 or 5 hours slowly and efficiently. Before I move on from this, the other cool feature about this thing, it's got a lot of hidden features. Not only does it show you exactly how much each of the batteries charge it has inside it when you plug it in, but it charges them appropriately in order. So say that I just used this battery here and it's a bit warm or hot, and I put it inside my charger with the other ones to continue charging. It's bad that you charge your batteries immediately after using them because they're too hot and revved up. You've got to let them cool down. But this pack, it knows that. And when you put your random batteries in, it automatically detects which one is the most appropriate one to charge first, and it will start charging any one of these 3 batteries in the correct order. It won't go 1, 2, 3. If I just use this one, it will charge one of these 2 first. And then if I use that battery and put it back in, it would only charge this one, and then that one, and then that one. It's really cool. You can use this as a power bank as well. If I've got my mobile phone here on the tripod and I'm out at an Australian mountain and I want to record myself hiking and the phone's about to die, I can plug in a USB power output from here, and I can steal the power from the free batteries and put it into my mobile phone. So yes, these things are one of the last accessories I'd recommend to get. I'd recommend trying the ND filters first if you purchase your drone and you didn't get this in the beginning. And if you want to purchase the drone as your new hobby and you're wondering if you need more than 1 battery, then yes, jump straight to this and get 3 batteries on day 1. If your drone is going to be your new hobby, you will end up needing lots of batteries. At the moment, I'm using 4 batteries now. I thought originally that would be a waste of money and unnecessary. I thought, can't you just charge them? No, there is lots of situations when I'm out on a boat or hiking or something and I want to record all the fun that's happening around me, but I don't have the end of day house and to lie down in bed and plug it in and charge them overnight. I need them instantly. So yes, it's very common that someone with a hobby will need at least 3 or 4 batteries. Last question, how do I know if where I'm flying my drone is legal or not? That's a very common problem, how you could always fly your drone and never get in trouble. That's a difficult one, I'll explain why. Only about 800 meters away from my house, when I started flying drones about 5 years ago, there is a prison. And I'd heard the rumors that people were flying drones over the prison to drop drugs, which is quite scary and funny at the same time. So when I'm flying my drone, I was very tempted to, because there was no red protected border area on my application on the drone, I could, if I wanted to at that time, until about 1.5 years ago from now, I could, for many years, fly my drone over that prison if I wanted to and do whatever I wanted. But I was worried that if I did that, maybe a week later I'd get police knocking on my door thinking that I'm dropping drugs, so I didn't.
FBI, open up!
Now for the last 1.5 years, just like in your area, the maps on any form of drone series that's big, they're updated all the time with your software updates, and they automatically stop you from flying in places that are highly illegal, over prisons and near airports. That's automatically marked on your maps when you fly a drone like DJI, and you're automatically protected. I have an airport near my house. If I launch my drone and I start flying in that landing corridor, it automatically won't let me fly my drone into that corridor. My drone going forwards will automatically hit a wall and it won't let me go forwards anymore. If I come under the height of 150 meters in some parts of that corridor, it will then invisibly, the wall will disappear and it will let me go underneath the corridor. If you're scared about flying your drone in highly illegal areas, don't worry too much. Any form of manufacturer of drones that's big, they will protect you automatically by not enabling you to even turn on your drone in some areas and fly in those areas. One time I was out in the middle of nowhere in the Australian outback doing my water skiing. I turned my drone on. I didn't wait for it to acquire GPS position because I'm in the middle of nowhere and I wasn't scared of it going missing. I started flying it immediately, and then all of a sudden after about the first minute, the drone overtook itself out of my control and it forced itself to land, and no matter what I did with the controller, it wouldn't let me continue to fly the drone. I worked out about a week later when I got home that there was a hidden tiny bush airport in the middle of nowhere where I was flying, so I thought that must be why the drone got taken out of my control, because once it acquired its GPS position, it automatically made itself do a forced landing and I couldn't do anything. So that's pretty cool. If you live in a city and you want to fly your drone, you know, just be smart. Anywhere you fly your drone, look around really good before you start national parks and stuff, and just see if there's any signs saying that you shouldn't fly your drone. It's very common that a place where you want to fly your drone is illegal and you're not allowed to do it, but I wouldn't be worried about getting in too much trouble. You'd probably just be more asked to leave if you flew your drone at a caravan park or something. Anywhere where it is actually fully illegal to fly your drone, it's a requirement there must be a sign provided around the area with like a stamp government act saying that you can't fly your drone here and you can be issued a fine and get in trouble if you fly your drone here. But all the other ones are just people's personal requests, like the caravan park. There's no official law that you can't fly your drone there. That's just the owner's personal wish. So I've already talked too long, but I'll end that one there. How do you know where you're flying your drone, if it's legal or not? It's pretty much automated. You turn your drone on and automatically it won't let you launch or fly your drone somewhere where it's highly illegal, like over a prison or near an airport. If you're flying in something that's a bit less important, we'll call it a category 2 area that's not quite as bad, just look around for signs and try and obey the recommendations of not people, but what signs you see around you, and be respectful of that. If your map doesn't tell you can't fly there and you look around hard and you can't find a sign, just go fly your drone. And if someone comes up to you saying they know everything, just ignore them, fly your drone. But maybe out of respect, when you land your drone, ignoring them, go look around and see if you missed something. It is very difficult to know with the areas changing all the time where you can officially fly your drone and not. And every single country, especially places like the UK, they have crazy laws about flying drones in the UK. So just try as hard as you can, but you're not going to get in any trouble if you just obey what the map on your controller tells you to do, pretty much. Thank you to my first 20 subscribers in the previous video that I posted, and you gave me like this 450 views in 2 days because I shared it on Facebook. Big thank you to those guys that gave me the friendly thumbs up and the subscriptions and the comments and the questions. I made this video just for you. I hope I answered your question. If you have any more questions, just post me more comments on Facebook and YouTube and say hi, and I'll make another one of these videos next time for you and answer some more questions. Big thanks. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Action Dan, the greatest hero of them all.
If you guys want to see another one of my drone videos, click on the link on the left. If you want to see something different, like one of my Aussie outdoor adventures, click on the link on the right.